Good afternoon, YouTube. My name is Subject250, and today I am going to be showing you my second time ever doing an open root stick weld. This is not a how-to. I open root stick welded once yesterday, and it went along pretty well. So I cut these pieces. They look like old mower blades. They're about a 1/4 inch thick, and we're gonna open root stick weld them. Why? Because I want to get practicing. And I've never done it before, and I'm going to be using, and I want some some experience getting some mark shots in. Now today, I'm not going to be using my trusty old Jackson hood, just for the reason I'm going to be using this hood. This Nyko industrial helmet. It's fairly light, it's squishy, and it was my first ever welding helmet. Flip-up lens. It was my first ever welding helmet, and it worked really well until I got the Harbor Freight one. So we're gonna try it out. So I guess without further ado, let's put the root pass in with some 3/32 inch Hobart 6011. Now this is about a 3/32 inch land and gap. The gap gets a little bit bigger, but nothing I shouldn't be able to manage. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna light up a head and probably should have feathered my tacks, but I didn't. I've watched a lot of videos on this. And I'm just going to move along, kind of whipping and pausing, trying to drag, but kind of stepping out and, shoveling metal back in. So without further ado, let us put in the root pass. I'm actually going to hold it really close. No, I'm just trying to find the right position. Move my hammers I have. Okay. Here we go. That whooshing sound is good. That's the sound of penetration happening. Alright, so we got part of the root pass put in. I'm actually going to slide down under my table, grab my my file. Gonna probably stand to break down the toes before I put in a weave pass of 7018. That root pass didn't turn out too bad. And the best way I can describe open root stick welding, use a little bit of slide on the backside. Normally you don't get to chip this, but I'm going to do it anyways. And normally if you're doing this for a test, you wouldn't be allowed to turn it over, but I'm doing it just because I want to show you guys what everything looks like here. You can see this part right here that my glove's behind. The keyhole is right there, and it's called that because it looks like an old-timey keyhole. This is the front side. This is the back side. So open root stick welding can be described as, you know, welding something from the back, welding the piece of material on the back from the front. So anyways, I'm going to continue to weld this out. I'm going to use the other half of this for the arc shots, and let's go. Alright, so crank it on my welder, give this one final brushing. You can see, I'll show you up close, but right here is where it kind of got out of hand. You saw that in the previous arc shot. But we're going to grab some 3/32 inch Hobart 7018. Now, I'm simulating what might be like a farm repair or something. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bend the 7018 so that I can get the right angle. That seems about right to me, so let's go. But it works for me. So bending of the rod worked very well. And we're going to run the file, because you know the file is harder than the chipping hammer I'm using. Give it a couple of taps. So now we're going to take our chipping hammer. Now, what I've gathered from people like Chucky2009 and Welding Tips and Tricks, maybe I'll put links to their channels in the description below, but pretty popular on YouTube, pretty popular YouTube welding channels. But they say never to peck with a chipping hammer, to rake or peck lightly, and that's always what I've done. So here in the back we have the root pass. Right there is where it kind of got a little out of hand on me. Kind of right there. And here is the completed pass, or part of it anyways. I have to brush it, but it's a tighter weave, and then we're going to get the arc shot, and then I'm going to put a face pass over it, and we'll be good to go. So let's do it. Alright, now we're going to run a cover pass, and for this I'm done with weaves. I am going to run just a bunch of stringers over the top, and then we'll be good to go. Now, this probably would never pass a bend test, but this isn't an instructional video. This is just something for someone, you know, maybe in his garage. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a smart thing. I'm going to unhook my ground clamp here, so I can just make a dry run. Position it kind of like this, so I'd start it here, welding along, feeding my hands in. I prefer to keep it like this, so I'll bend it. And that's comfortable for me. So I'm going to put my ground clamp back on the table, and we're going to do this. Hallelujah. There you got it. Alright. Clean off all the slag, and it looks like we might be able to fit 3 in there, so let's get the arc shot done. Well, folks, there you have it. Chip the last bit of slag. Like I said earlier, light taps. I'm actually going to use a file. Yeah, this file's working real well. Because most files, you know, they have those little ridges and they're made out of hardened steel. So, you know. Probably could have stood to show. That worked. I need a better chipping hammer, though. Well, get one in a week or two, but a couple of weeks. Anyways, here it is. We have our 3 passes on the front and our nice good old root pass on the back. You know, normally you don't chip the slag out. Now the goal is, I mean, these are plates that I welded when I first started welding with the Harbor Freight Buzz Box. But this is the root pass. You can see kind of right there where it got out of hand. Let me zoom in. Kind of right in that general area is where I kind of lost control, so I just kind of kept going. And then went back and filled the hole. Now, I had this video idea kind of in mind ever since I attempted my first try. Probably could have shoved one more pass in there. I think that's what I'll do, actually. So I'm going to turn my welder back on. But anyways, yeah, this worked. This was fun to do, and I'm probably gonna try to get a hold of some 3/8 test plates. And instead of doing them in the flat position with just random pieces of scrap metal, I am actually going to do them in a vertical up position. And so I'll try and get a hold of those at some point. But anyways, I gotta sign off. I can put one more pass in this thing, so I guess that's what I'm gonna do. My name is Subject350. I'll see you all in the next video, and I hope you enjoyed. Now I got me some more welding to do.